Hello everyone, welcome to True Crime and Tarot. I am Natalie and today's case is on Matthew Tyler Henry. So Matthew Tyler Henry was born on September the 2nd, 1988 and his place of birth was in Tennessee. His hair colour is brown, his eyes colour is hazel. He was 5'8" to 5'9", weighing 160 to 180 pounds and he is a white male. Matthew has tattoos on his chest and on his upper left arm and on his entire right arm. Matthew has previously resided in Dunlap, Tennessee, and he is known to have frequented the Marion County, Bledsoe County, White County, Van Buren County, and Hamilton County in Tennessee as well. He has also frequented Dalton, Atlanta, Albany, Georgia also. Matthew had facial hair in also a full beard when he was last seen. Matthew was last seen on April 15th, 2018 in Dunlap in Tennessee, and he was reported missing on April 27th, 2018, and he has not been seen or heard from ever since. The field office is in Knoxville, and if anyone has any information on Matthew's whereabouts, there is to contact this field office. So Matthew was last seen at the Dollar Tree parking lot in Dunlap, and he was seen talking to someone in a Chevy Silverado pickup truck, and this person Matthew was seen talking to was the last person that was ever to see Matthew. The tattoos Matthew has is the name of Beverly on a banner inside the heart on his chest, and also there is a design of a cross with a banner with 4 names that is on that as well, and it is the words "in memory of." And then above the cross on his left upper arm at the shoulder, and a full sleeve on his right arm including a monster's head with the old English letters above it, and there is also a barcode that has numbers 433864 that is below that barcode. So after Matthew's disappearance, his car was found in a parking lot, and he has no permanent address at the time of his disappearance. The authorities have stated Matthew was last met with foul play, and they are investigating his case as homicide. And the person in the pickup truck, whom is just the last person to have seen Matthew, has been identified and interviewed multiple times, but hasn't provided any useful information in Matthew's case. So that is all I could find so far about Matthew's case. So I decided to do a tarot card reading on his case, and there is 4 specific questions I asked. So number 1, what happened to Matthew? 2, who's involved in his disappearance? 3, where is Matthew now? And 4, what is the final outcome to be for his case? So, what happened to Matthew Tyler Henry? The first card that came out was the reverse 8 of Cups. So there was a situation where there were thoughts of, shall I stay or shall I go? There was a situation where, shall I give someone a second chance or shall I give something a second chance? There was that sense of drifting from one place to another. Reverse King of Pentacles. There was issues to do with money and needing to control it. There was money obsessions and being a workaholic. There is potentially neglecting loved ones to put work and things before their loved ones. Reverse King of Swords. There was a male that could have been Matthew or someone else that had been misusing their power and using their charm to try and manipulate someone. There was taking advantage of someone, either someone taking advantage of Matthew or Matthew taking advantage of someone else. Reverse Ace of Pentacles. There was hesitancy about moving forward with a certain offer or certain opportunity that was at hand. Reverse Chariot. There was a change of heart about someone or about something. There was something or someone in the way that was causing these challenges. 8 of Wands. There were some struggles, but it was to be resolved, and there were some fears about the unknown. Reverse Queen of Pentacles, there was a female who was very nurturing, that had their own business and was putting way too much into working than looking after themselves. Reverse Nine of Cups, there was drug involvements and drinking. There was things that Matthew was involved in that didn't satisfy him, and there was a lot of searching to do things to try and make himself happy. Reverse Death, there was resistance to change and being very reluctant to let someone or something go. There was the need to try and start over, to try and let the past go. Devil, there was a darker side to someone that had some habits, dependency and an addiction. Someone had a hold over Matthew, or Matthew had a hold over someone else. There was some codependency and dark fantasies that was at play. Sun, there was someone who may have been married that was involved. There may have been a pregnancy that was indicated, and there was happiness and joy. Reverse Empress, there was a female who gave herself some self-priority and focused on herself. She was very controlling, overprotective and also codependent. Reverse Seven of Wands, there was a lot of pressures that was weighing Matthew down, and he had kept doubting himself that he was the father to a unborn child. He kept fighting for what he believed in and stood strong and didn't change to make anyone happy. His family and friends, or females, family and friends, was questioning the choices at hand. Two of Cups, there was a joining of Matthew and another to give some peace of mind. There was some great communication and a lot of trust that was between them both. Reverse High Priestess, there was being swayed by other people's opinions and being swept up in their drama. There had been some information that was withheld, and it was involving mistruths about Matthew. Two Pentacles, there were struggles where Matthew juggled his priorities and his responsibility, and worked a lot. There was a lot of coping with a lot of demands. Reverse Six of Cups, there was some clinginess from a person and missing someone. There was some mistakes that had happened, and Matthew needed to forgive himself for whatever he needed to forgive himself for. He was closed off towards people, and he had bumped into someone and kept it quiet so no one could judge him for it. Two Wands, there was a short journey near water and exploring options and to leave their familiarity. Who was involved in the disappearance of Matthew Tyler Henry? And we have Reverse Chariot. There was a change of heart about someone or a situation. There was someone who had lost hope, motivation, as they didn't feel as committed to someone or something anymore. Reverse King of Wands, there was a male who was very aggressive, that could have been Matthew or someone else. Also, there was some arrogance involved. Page of Pentacles, there was a young person who had news or a message that had some form of excitement. There was new possibilities that they may have had, and they had their own business as well, a new job or a windfall. Judgment, there was to rise above someone and having a major life change decision. They also decided to leave the past behind them. Reverse Knight of Swords, there was restlessness, frustrations because they wanted to take action on something, but someone kept holding them back, and it ended up doing a rash decision that was very impulsive, and their thoughts then was all scattered. Magician, so there was a surprise that was good or bad. There was a lot of focus on their attention on what they wanted to bring into reality. There may have been involvement of some spiritualism or some rituals. Justice, the police is to try and find out the truth of the matter. There's truth that is to come out, and there is actions that are to be judged accordingly. There is to be justice to be served. Reverse King of Swords, there was a male that had misused his power. They was taking some form of advantage and using their own charm to try and manipulate someone. Reverse Eight of Cups, there was a situation whether to give someone a second chance. Where is Matthew Tyler Henry? We have the Death card, either a death or a new beginning. If he's having a new beginning, then there is to be leaving his past behind, and there is to be a major change in the works. Nine of Pentacles, there is contentment and enjoying having his own independence, not relying on anyone and enjoying it. Judgment, He has let his old self go and stepped into a new version of himself. There is a major life change and trying to put the past behind him. Reverse Five of Pentacles. There's an end to all difficulties. There is to be self-confidence building and also being isolated and alone. Reverse Devil. The secrets that he had been keeping due to being ashamed and embarrassed but need to accept who he is. He is hiding and has unhealthy attachments or addictions. Hermit. He is lonely and soul searching and spending that alone time that he needs and is evaluating things for a while. Reverse Knight of Wands. There was people that was in his way that he ended up acting impulsively and now regrets it, and it caused him a lot of frustration. Reverse Three of Swords. So there is feelings of not being good enough for someone. There was a rough patch that he had went through but wants to become a peacemaker and he wants to come to apologize. Reverse King of Wands. There's aggressiveness and arrogance and trying to stay focused on his personal vision and his direction. What is the final outcome to be for Matthew Tyler Henry's case? We have High Priestess. There is to be good or bad secrets that's to be revealed. There may be a medium or psychic that is to trust their abilities and tell people what had happened. Reverse King of Wands. There's a male who is very aggressive that is to be involved and tends to look down on people. Reverse Ten of Swords. There is to be an ending, but not being very ready to face up to something. Otherwise, it was going to be kept going on and it will become too painful to go through. Ace of Swords. There is to be a breakthrough and there is justice that is going to be sought. Reverse Queen of Wands. There is to be more introverted with a female that is usually a social butterfly that is spending some alone time. Two of Cups. There is to be a joining of people and peace of mind. There is to be some form of communication. Reverse Wheel of Fortune. There is to be a feeling of being helpless and need to get back on track in life, and whatever actions or circumstances that happened was out of control and trying to learn from his mistakes. Five of Wands. There's conflict and arguments with people and agreeing to disagree. Three of Cups. There is to be celebration and a connection that is coming in and having some form of support. Ace of Pentacles. There is to be a new beginning and good to be coming in. World. There is to be an overseas trip and closures that is going to be coming in. Okay then, so that's what I have for this case. If anyone has any other cases they'd like me to do, please feel free to comment in the comment section below. And if you enjoy my videos, please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And until next time, take care.